All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Having some slight technical difficulties. Sorry the song didn't come through. We'll get that playing for you later. All right, this evening for now, for game one, have Boom Satan and Goat King Beard here,
We got you now too.
Bye.
and we got the win now, Jin now. All right, so for tonight we have Los Tomatas
The
versus
greatest team
Baba
in the
Bros.
league.
I'm gonna let my casters go ahead and take it
Gotta
away.
give Bomber Bros the credit with that logo though. That is probably the best logo next to the Goat Kings in the league.
It's pretty gangster. I'll give him that. But we
That
love
is
Snurbops.
Straight gangsta.
Do we love Snurboppsy?
Fuck yeah, we do.
Okay, just a little.
Everyone loves it. You can't not love Snurbops.
Yeah, that's
Let's
like
be honest.
loving Snurbopsy is a prerequisite to joining the league. Like,
I mean, I'm on pretty neutral terms with him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
we can throw hands right now, Janelle. I can embarrass you on stream.
Homie, I will tie you up like a suplex.
Ooh woo.
Fight me. Oh,
Ooh,
woo?
Anyway, tonight's matchup, Los Tomatos, Bomber Bros. We got Omega the Reaper in top lane against Eli Wood the Third. We got Bulgarian Jungle against Delicious. Snarbopsy mid versus Fluffy. Junia ADC against Evbot. And Ray Wasn't against Dr. Derek. It's actually a pretty decent matchup, I think, for both teams. I think I would give the slight edge to Los Tomatos in the top half of the map. But I've seen Evbot playing ADC lately and kind of been on a tear from what I've picked up.
Yeah, I feel like Evbot is just a very flexible player, honestly. He just typically picks whatever up and does well on it. I'm very surprised about Junie. I thought she was playing support this season, but I guess they decided to change their lineup.
I'd be hard pressed to have Junie as a support. She's a great support, don't get me wrong, but her ADC is just, in my opinion, so much better than her support.
It's pretty cracked.
The Jin level.
Yeah, her Jin is ban it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Relatable. I feel that.
I supported her Jin in an in-house one day. That was the easiest support game I've ever played in my life.
I believe that. She's very good at that champion. Oh, look at the new overlay.
I know, it's so nice.
You like that?
Yeah.
Love it.
Very spoopy. Very, very nice.
So, Austin, you have to do full screen on the draft lull page. Like the actual link they sent you.
It is full screen.
Like F11 full screen?
Now it is.
You also gotta adjust the OBS frame.
Yeah,
There we go.
hit whatever you're on, do stretch the screen. So it should be either the window capture or the draft capture, whatever one's on. Right click it and hit stretch the screen. There you go. Now pull up the overlay. And there you go.
We made it.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. This is the first of the season. Let's do it.
Alright, so which team is blue, which team's red? I'm going to assume with the Karma Band that red team is Los Nemagas.
That's correct.
Okay. So we got Ash. Yeah. Patty on a Mumu. Who else is shocked?
Sounds about right.
I'm super shocked. I specifically remember him as a mid laner, considering he was on my team playing mid. Why is he not playing Galio?
I think you guys got trolled for a season.
I mean, we did have 5 junglers, so yes.
True.
Well, sorry, 4 junglers and then Hailstrom.
Alright, so Bomber Bros goes with the Ash, Bard, Trundle for the first 3, banning out Karma. I can't see who those other two are. I see Riven.
And Tryndamere
Is that Tryndamere?
in the middle, yeah.
Doing this off a phone is not the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah, so their first three bands are Karma, Trynd, and then the Riven. And then their second bands are Pantheon and Jax. And then Red Team's first bands are Zeri, Renekton, Mordekaiser, with their next two bands being Gnar and Cassiopeia.
Cassio against the Eli. Gotta respect it. Los Namadas picks up Braum Ezreal for bot lane, Amumu for the jungle. Looks like Lysandra for mid into that Aesol. Aesol is such a dick. And Olaf. Ooh, scary pick.
I'm excited to see some Aesol play, especially since they are planning on nerfing it next patch, I believe. And
Finally.
I've been very addicted to playing Aurelion Sol. I don't know if anyone's been keeping up. I ain't like a mother, so I want to see some good gameplay and pick up some tips and tricks. Who will their last pick be, though? That's what I'm curious about.
McGarren. Ooh. As a not top laner, I don't know how the Garen into Olaf match goes, but I'm looking at the rest of Bomber Bros, and that team scares me.
Right.
A lot of damage, a lot of crowd control.
I'm really enjoying the CC side, at least. I like the Bard pickup, though, just to kind of negate the whole CC burst chain combo off of Mumu Lysandra. As long as he doesn't
Don't
get picked.
move.
What side do you think is one draft? Boop.
Say your question again? I did not hear you.
What side do you think won draft?
What side do I think won the draft? Let's see. Los Nomadas. I'm big simp for Los Nomadas. Even when they could have the worst draft, no tank, all AP, and they still win the draft.
That's suspicious. All right, I'm gonna give it to red side is Los Nomadas, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm also gonna give it to Los Nomadas, honestly. Just the amount of seasons we can layer on.
I gotta go with the Bomber Bros.
Because
they may have a lot of CC, but Bomber Bros has
Olaf,
who doesn't give a shit about your CC.
Right? He just pushes R, and he's like, yeah. CC? What is that?
True. I'll give you that. It also depends on how top lane matchup goes, though. If Olaf gets set behind, he's a pretty not good champion for the rest of the game.
Who wins the top lane matchup, like, ideally?
Honestly, I think it might be a little bit of a skill matchup, but if I had to throw it into the vacuum, I would give it to Olaf. Just because of the attack sustain, and then, yes, so Garen has a slow cleanse on Q, but he can only use it once, where Olaf can just keep hucking axes at him.
You get an axe, and you get an axe.
The Oprah Winfrey of axes. Next,
everybody gets an axe.
Next Olaf skin. Oprah Winfrey Olaf. I love it. So, I'm excited to see the mid lane matchup, though, because if Lysandra gets on Aurelion Sol is pretty much doomed to die just because he's weak to literally everything. Unless, of course, he goes Rod, which makes him a little bit more tankier, but I feel like he does a large amount of less damage rather than going for the Leandries. Surreal.
What do you guys think about the new Jax?
Honestly,
I know they banned it, but is it worth the ban?
He looks like Yi with a stick.
He looks like Yi with a stick. I mean, Yi technically has a stick. It's just a very sharp stick.
Pointy
What are you
stick.
talking about?
Jax. And his correlation to Master Yi. I mean, the pick potential on Lost Nomadas is actually really, really insane. I gotta give it to them.
That's true, but the team fight of Bomba Bros is kind of nutty.
I'll agree. Aurelian still in any team fight is just it's a
Yeah,
team
because they
fight.
really don't have a good way to get to Asol. You got to go through Olaf, Trundle, and Bard to get to Asol and Ash.
True. But Braum can displace his damage for at least 3 seconds if he hits the ulti. Which is something to consider. Also the Lissandra dive. She definitely can dive on top of him.
Yeah, I think it's a little too telegraphed. If Fluffy's paying attention, he should be able to get away from the Lissandra unless, Lissandra gets a good flank from a bush or whatnot.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say though, Lost Nomadas' Team Cup is a lot easier to execute. It's
Oh, I agree 100%.
I feel like Nemadas has more of a Wombo team comp, which is going to work in their favor. I mean, the only person that doesn't get CC'd here is Olaf. And what they can do is with the Amumu engage, the Lissandra engage, especially once they get one pick, they start sending out the Lissandra ghouls or whatever they're called nowadays, but her passive. Yeah, I don't know what they're actually called. I think they're not called ghouls, but some form of mythical creature.
Ice clones.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Floaty ice attack.
But those, depending on her AP, depending on like what level she is, those start to hurt. On top of the fact that they slow and there's just too much catch potential. Like Nemada's, yeah, Nemada's definitely drafted both a pick and a team fighting comp.
Frozen Thrall is what that's called, by the way, from Lissandra.
Thank you. I would see. I knew it was a mythical creature of some sorts.
I don't know. I personally just like the Frozen PP attack. Explosions.
Explodey ice bombs.
Like bringers of death.
1 minute, 2 seconds until the game starts.
Oh, should we go for a break until the game starts?
I mean, we could continue just rambling off. It's the first game of the season. We got to get people hyped up, man.
I am pretty hyped.
You don't sound hype.
Well, I am. Throw hand.
There you go. That's more like it. There's the hype.
Me, Pharaoh.
You're
It's hard to take a break with when we don't have the ability to have music.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Oh, that's
that is true.
Be a very quiet break.
It would be.
But speaking on the topics of fight me, you're too short.
That's okay.
I'll just keep you at an arm's length.
I can still kick you in the balls from this height.
Hey man, I don't know if you've ever played Dark Souls, but it's usually the small ones that hurt the most.
Mm-hmm. We're closer to hell, so we're more fueled with rage and anger.
That I can believe.
And we are off to
I'm calling it right now. As soon as Dragon spawns, Patty's gonna be on it. Bulgaria, he's gonna be on
100%,
it.
100%.
They can
Do we get an invade though?
Dragon on spawn, and he will not learn his lesson. He'll do it again.
I hope we get an invade. That'd be nice.
Okay.
The winner of the skins is Patty, because he's got Bumblebee Amumu, and that's just the best skin in the whole game right now.
That's not Bumblebee.
Pharaoh
Amumu. That's
Pharaoh Amumu.
He looks like a bumblebee in game though, so he's Bumblebee.
How does he look like a bumblebee?
He's black and yellow stripes. What more do you want from a bee?
Wait, what black and yellow stripes? I mean, that's green.
On a muumuu? Are you colorblind?
That is that is an olive green.
That is a very yellow green, sir.
This is just a dress.
I was about to say, are we having a dress
golden white
moment?
dress? Yeah.
No, this is a black
Take
and
it back a
yellow.
moment.
Not black.
I want
Yeah.
votes in the chat. What color is a muumuu? Is he black and yellow or is he black and green? Cast your
No,
vote.
yellow and green is what I said. I didn't say black and green.
Yellow and green.
Yes.
Children.
Oh my god, you are on crack. I don't know what you smoked, but that man is black and yellow. Tim, we can fight. We can fight right now. I'll fight you too.
What's going on with the?
He said green and
overlay?
yellow.
Yes, just like I did. There's no black in there.
There is black.
Anyways, we're off to the rift. Getting it started over here. No real invades. They just both teams held an angle and then just called it a day and went back to their respective camps. Lyssandra's gonna be okay with the what are those called again? The minion dematerializers. Looks like they're gonna be looking to push in the Aurelian and Rome as much as they can. Which I'm surprised that Fluffy didn't opt in for minion dematerializer as well to make it easier to get his stacks.
Yeah, so it looks like a passive laning phase up from top side so far. They're not trying to fight level 1, just looking to farm out level 2.
Ooh, the stun.
I saw that Bart stun. That was clean.
Yeah, Braum is taking a lot of damage right now. I mean, this early and he's already had to pop a pot. Continuing the poke damage is just neutralizing realistically the effect. There's the second pot, so if they get him down low enough, Braum is going to be a prime target. Now, Fluffy's almost down to half health too. Lysandra just constantly poking with the Q through the minions. Switching over to top lane. Oh, where'd the stream go? There we okay.
Oh, we have sound now. Yay.
Olaf is looking to be the aggressor, and he has a level lead on Envy. On Omega. He just needs to keep going, but Omega goes in, spin to
Oh
win.
my god!
Is going in.
He
Flash.
wins with the level disadvantage. What a legend!
First blood going over to Omega the Reaper, and now Bopsy's down to half health. So health trade is equal. Mid lane, same with mana trade, but Bopsy's got a wave pushing in. So what he should look to do right now, shove this wave in, recall, get an item advantage because Fluffy has to collect that wave. And then actually Bopsy's roaming. He is looking to find where Trundle is. He finds Trundle. Trundle doesn't immediately engage.
He goes boop.
There is gets the pillar. But Bopsy's now running into Olaf. He manages to get away. Amumu comes in. They get the bandage toss, but Amumu's also super low. Has to flash out. Olaf going in.
No,
the failed flash.
From Bopsy. You hate to see it.
This Olaf is now 2-1 against the 2-0 Garen.
Bart has teacups. He has little teacup relics.
And a shutdown and double buffs go over to Fluffy. Fluffy didn't get to push the wave in, so he's still going to be at a disadvantage in terms of trying to push the wave in. And Ray wasn't. And they're just having we'll just poke each other bot lane. But Ashe is so low on mana. They're trying to shove this in and stop the Ashe from recalling. And having to force her to click the wave right now would be a great back timer if they can get it. Both Qs hit the Bard. And this is the problem, is that Lysandra has an item advantage. Now Fluffy has to stay in the lane or he has to lose CS. He's already down an entire wave. And lead that Omega had in the top lane has been completely nullified now. Looking to go for the dragon, Bulgaria immediately, as it was called, as soon as the dragon spawned, Bulgaria's on it with his bot lane. Omega's trying to shove this wave in. Olaf is trying to hold it. Takes a little bit more damage than he needs to. Red team is going to secure the first Drake. And that is going to be huge for them as an Ocean Drake. While it doesn't have as much healing as Ocean Soul, still provides healing and regen nonetheless. Q hits from Ray wasn't. Getting poked out, there goes his bone plating. And now it's back to just, farm it up everywhere on the map. With that being said, how's everybody doing tonight? I don't think we actually talked about that. We just fought each other, but Dirk is just taking a lot of damage from this Ezreal right now, and Garen goes in, the Undertow goes wide, and he ends up winning that because of the Conqueror proc, but Omega backs off while he has the Conqueror procced. Eli is down a level. Garen goes in with the Ignite. Not enough. That was a fat shield.
Ignite and
that was not enough damage, but Reaper can, if he plays this properly, okay, he hit 6.
Oh, but he took a tower shot.
Eats a tower shot.
Oh
the spin
God.
to win still gets him.
He's so nasty with it, man.
Garen is just a broken champion.
Hey.
Changed my mind.
Credit to Omega. He's a legend.
Oh, trust me, I'm not taking anything. Yeah, exactly. I'm not taking anything away from him, but the fact that he took that many tower shots and he was at lower HP threshold, flash out by the Trundle, another Q hits. Lissandra is not going to be able to go in. I don't know if he didn't want to pull the trigger. He does have Entomb. I think that's what her ult is called. And he did. I don't know if he didn't have the E up to get the snare and the ult. I feel like they could have killed, but they just took the safer route. They got Trundle's flash. It was a worthwhile trade for them. So far, 3-3. Gold is only 500 up for blue side. Dirk is just trying to be a menace. So Ray is playing too far back. You're a Braum. You're behind your ADC.
Ooh,
Ash Arrow comes out, and Ezreal ult goes the wrong direction. Ray's going to go down here. Ezreal flashes out. Never mind, they both flash out and live. The exhaust comes out on the Ashe. But if you had seen on the minimap, the Ezreal ult went towards Ezreal's base. Okay. Reaper is playing this properly because the windows to attack... Oh, the E comes out. But the windows to attack Olaf is when he can't reset his Undertow. That's where a ton of his damage comes from. His armor shred comes from. Right now, he's trying to bully him off of the hammer. Okay, the shield is down. Conqueror is proc. Q goes wide. Not going to risk it, though. But the W from Olaf is going to be back up. Right now, just recall, reset. He's thinking about it. He takes tower shot, blocks it with his W. And reset, get items, spend your gold.
Nah, he's sitting in a bush. He waiting.
Not waiting for long. Q hits. So Garen could nullify the slow from that Q. But Reaper's just playing it slow. He is eating some chip damage, but Garen's passive will allow him to regen. Now going in, gets the spin.
So
W
much
should
damage.
be up. Gets it this time with the ult and the ignite. Waits out the W.
Runs the man down.
Dirk is on a ward, but Bopsy's still playing too far forward. He just... I don't think he flashed. No, that was a very short E. Junie is down a wave of CS, but mid lane is at a standstill. Both mid laners' TPs are now unleashed. Lissandra, I just used TP to get to lane, so Fluffy's going to have TP advantage. Ray hits a Q, hits the ult, misses, but it does cause the slow field, splits them up.
I'm surprised that Q didn't hit.
No, as Ashe managed to get away max range, so Evbot is just... This is a side of Evbot I'm not used to, because I thought Evbot was going to be their jungler.
Shout out to Deity with the subscription. Thank you, much appreciated. First of the
Give
season.
us those Twitch ones. The
Ray
prime.
hits another Q. So Evbot is just chilling right now. I mean, they're going to clear some vision. As soon as the other dragons spawn, they're on it, and Ray's trying to clear that ward. He needs to be careful. He is taking a lot of damage. The Ashe ult comes out. Bard ult comes out. Aurelion comes out.
Oh, the Bard
stun is massive, but they're not focusing the right targets. Ezreal goes down on the dragon. They're going to smite it away.
Oh, no, wait.
Ult, he takes the kill. It's a 4-for-1, and they got dragon. Or 4-for-2, excuse me. Or, no, it is 4-for-1. Yeah.
Numbers are hard. It's okay.
I looked at both frames at the same time and went just cross-eyed on it. This Trundle is building
the fact that
up
Aesol just got a couple of those.
Yeah,
that's a scary thing.
3-0-1 right now. Most of Red Side's gold is in this Garen.
All their gold is on Garen.
Okay, it's clearing some vision right now. Ashe. So, okay, let's see. So Garen is up almost. Garen's up 1,100 gold.
Oh no, not Bobsy.
Amumu's pretty much even. Mid lane is actually 700 gold in favor of Aurelion. Roughly 300 in favor of Ashe, and then 500 in favor of Bard. So better distribution overall in terms of gold for blue side. But they managed to take, Red side managed to take first turret. And now, oh, the Ashe, the flash, the engage, the ult from Braum. Ezreal shifts in. One more auto, one more Q. Gets it right. Braum ends up taking the kill, which is great. Secure it, that's fine. Bard is burning. Good job for bot lane.
Should have been body blocking for the Ashe. If he doesn't take the Ezreal Q. Ashe walks out. As a support, you're supposed to sacrifice for your ADC.
Speaking about sacrificing, Deity wants to point out to you, Boo, that that's a T1, not a Prime sub.
My bad.
Get it right.
I'll fight Deity too.
My money's on Deity.
Same. The Q comes out to poke the Aurelion. Those undertows are starting to really hurt right now. But right now, if
He's up real far without a tower.
They're looking to get a catch here on the Lissandra. Takes half health. Olaf is on a ward right now, so they can sniff this play out. Braum is missing. Braum is now rotating onto the Ashe. They see him on a ward. The Ashe arrow comes out. That's going to stun him for a short amount of time. Q misses, but Ezreal Q lands. They see the Trundle coming in on a ward, and everybody's just dispersing. It's going to go back to farming. They are still trying to get a catch. They're going to see the Amumu here, and Bulgaria gets stunned against the wall, knocked back with the pillar, gets slowed down, but it's going to get to walk away from this unscathed. He is still on that ward. Gets stunned again. The Ignite. Something's got to give at this point, Bulgaria. They've seen you twice. The Ezreal ult comes out. they're looking to get the Lissandra kill here. Fluffy gets the kill with the Q over the wall. Fluffy is 4-0-1. Aurelian Soul is on a tear right now, and they're walking down 3 strong to the bot lane. But meanwhile, Garen, I get what Reaper's trying to do. He's trying to like deny farm from the Trundle, but he's got a massive wave that's rushing to his tower. What should have been happening? Oh, Bard, the Ezreal
does he
flash,
live?
not enough. He's gonna live. So instead of farming the jungle camps, farm the wave that's crashing into you. Get it to shove in so you can get some chip damage to make sure somebody has to answer you. Then go for the camps. Now I could be wrong on that one, but
Well, where the wave is, it's going to force anyone who wants to farm it to push way up.
that is true.
Which is why it's a smart idea to send Asol up there, because at least he has the ability to get out real fast if he needs to.
True. Ezreal comes out for some chip damage on the Ashe. We're just at a standstill, but we all know how Ezreal's passive works. Ward comes out. They're on the Cloud Drake right now. Is it going to be... They're looking to collapse, but there's a numbers disadvantage right now.
Does Asol have Big Boy ult?
Yes, he does. He does. He actually has the Sky's Descent. They're going to get a catch on Garen here, potentially. He's going to slow him down, force him out of the way. Blue side just gives up the dragon. That's a nice Q. Lands from a Mumu. Right now would be a great ult. There's the Sky's Descent, comes out, knocks up, and he is stunned up. Braum is dead. Now, Lissandra Zanya's, she didn't get her E off, so she is also going to die. No, she's going to ult for now to delay as much as possible. Ashe dies, Lissandra dies. Red team might have gotten dragon, but they gave up 3 members, and sadly, it's pre-20 minutes, so they're going to look to get this mid tower while also getting this Rift Herald that just spawned. But if it was Baron time, that would have cost them a lot more. But that also jumps them up 1k gold. For some reason, I thought it would be a lot bigger, but the fighting doesn't stop. Olaf goes down. They're going after the Bard. Bard's going to stun. Drops the ult. Amumu manages to get his ult off, but...
Ooh, Bard's stun.
Bard's stun comes out, and actually, they managed to get the Trundle off the Rift Herald. Red team's going to claim this for themselves. And I think, did Lissandra TP top lane? She did.
There was no need to try to get the chickens right there. I think if everyone just goes right to Rift, they get Rift and get out.
We're going to get a catch here. Ashe goes down, even though she ulted, and they're still looking to chase around. Amumu gets stunned as he's going in. He gets knocked in, but they're at a numbers disadvantage. You don't have your ADC. Garen gets the shutdown. That is massive for Garen. Eli Wood manages to trade, but they're still down 3 members to 2. Red team is still going to push in. All they have is a Bard and a Trundle. Trundle's half health. He just popped his ult to try and gain some health and some stats. At this point, I mean, I feel like we just back off. We collect our gold. Garen is still trying to be a menace. They're trying to get this tower. They want this tower, but is it going to be worth? Because Ashe just came up, so it is risking everything for that tower. And the problem with that is now they delayed their recalls, so blue team can get out on the map, clear vision, start to set up for objectives probably, because the next objective is going to be Baron in the next 30 seconds. So, taking a deep little breather here for the next team fight. Where's everybody's minds at right now in terms of blue team, what they can do? to keep pressing their lead in terms of red team to try and come back into this game and win it. Because they're not down by too far. Oh, this might be the first part of it. Olaf is getting chased. He hasn't popped his ult yet. Garen gets the kill on Olaf. They get a pick off. And now they're going to go for the Baron. Didn't even get to get our thoughts out. And it seems like blue team is not the wiser. They're going to know now because of the hawk shot, but oh, the Bard ult comes out. This is massive. This could be what they were looking for. They're not in range, though, so Baron's going to go over to red team. And Fluffy's just going to keep pushing bot lane. At this point, we try to push mid lane. But Fluffy should start recalling soon. He knows people should be recalling to him. He knows people should be coming after him. He is getting that control ward and then backing off, and Bulgaria's given the hey, come grab red buff, but Ezreal is down in the bot lane, so if anything, I mean, Garen's too far as well. Going into the jungle here, Ezreal ult goes wide. Garen can just focus down the tower almost. Tower's going to go down to the minions. Fighting over a blue buff right now.
Respected.
Lissandra ult comes in. That is massive. Aurelion Soul, that is the smaller ult. Nobody's focusing the Aurelion, but Trundle's almost dead. Almost kills the Ezreal. Lissandra's trying to live. Frozen Thrall barely misses the Bard. We're chasing after the Bard right now, but red team needs to carefully think about the Aurelion that they could potentially pick off. However, they're just going to sink their eyes on the dragon. The Bard flash, is he going to get the kill on Lissandra? He gets a kill. Here comes Aurelion. The Braum ult blocks everything for them. Or not the Braum ult, the Braum shield. Unfortunately. Valiant effort, but I don't think it was worth giving up. Like, that's Bard's first death. He was actually 3-0-7. That's some shutdown gold back into the pockets of red team.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what was going on right there. Fluffy going over that wall by blue was a pretty big misplay. If he'd have just gone down to the river and moved up, he could have just gotten that his dragon breath on everybody and not been anywhere near anyone. But he went up over that wall and went right into 5 of them.
It was about sending a message.
Well, that message sent him out of the team fight, and he is all the damage for Bomba Bros.
Yeah, he is all the gold as well now. Bomba, Olaf is behind. Garen is just punishing this over and over, and the gold swing is now 6K in favor of red team. Now, with that being said, Reaper is still trying to push this top lane wave, which I understand because there's no objectives to play for, but he is too far forward. They are going to be chasing him. The Ghost and the ult from Olaf comes out. Reaper has to flash. The flash behind him, the undertow, but he is going to get away. They have expended so much to try and kill him. That is the Sky's Descent comes out. Junie kills Aurelion. He's unstoppable. They dove in between 2 turrets to kill this man. They have not killed the bot turret yet. So we see blue side sending 3 people top lane to try and counter the Garen, and it just wastes their time. And then they take out Fluffy down in the bot side, take a turret. Right now, I mean, see, Braum has his ult, Lissandra has her ult. The only person that doesn't have an ult in this fight is a Mumu. Omega's just being a nuisance right now.
His specialty.
But Eli is actually starting to do some damage. Once he gets I see where one of the issues is. So he rushed the Stride Breaker instead of going for the Ravenous Hydra first, which is the staple on Olaf. But also, when you're this far behind, if you're gonna rush a mythic first, Jack Show would have been great. Olaf barely lives. Bopsy manages to kill Evbot. Reaper still gets the kill because Eli went back in. Ezreal gets a kill. There's kills all over the map for red team. It is a 3-for-1, but Shutdown, I believe, went onto the Fluffy, which is massive that he got Garen's shutdown. Right now, they're just trying to take this tower. It's going to slow down a little bit now, but also accelerate the game. No minions. They're taking some chip damage now from the turret. Bard is trying to defend this turret and wait for backup.
He's got his coffee. He can do this, I believe. Bard in his coffee cups.
I still prefer hot cocoa Bard. So, itemization wise, the Ezreal's up an item on Ashe. 3 completed items on the Garen versus 1. 2 completed items on Amumu versus 1 on the Trundle. 2 completed items per mid laner. So, and then in terms of the supports, 2 completed items. I don't like this Bard build. Beard, I don't know if you see this. That's an Anathema's in Bard's inventory.
Why are you not a fan of the Anathema's Bard?
I feel like he should have gone for a different item, maybe a redemption or something. Something to be more supportive to the team because, you know, like Anathemas, you're going to take it to take reduced damage from one person, granted. But Bard's role in team fights isn't to take damage, it's to set up the carries.
So if I'm being honest, I don't think it matters. This game right now, Bomba Bros started off real strong, but they've just let Los Namadas kind of do whatever they wanted to do from that point.
Los Namadas, this team fight is going back and forth. Right now, the Frozen Thralls come out. Their Aurelion Soul is dead. The Ashe is dead. It is about to be an ace. Maybe? Yeah. Omega's not going to let this one go. Ace for support. And they get Dragon Soul on top of this. And Lissandra's pushing mid. They have Baron buff. That should be an open inhib either mid or top lane. It's going to be mid lane. Are they going to go for the inhib, though? They are. Okay. They think that they can end this game here very, very shortly, which I don't blame them. They're up 11k. This actually they just might be going for the end right now. They take the Nexus turret. 1 goes down. 2 goes down. There is an end. This is going to be the end. They cannot stop. Aurelion Soul comes out flying in between 2 people. He has to focus the Garen. Garen's dead. Amumu's also gonna live for now. So is Ezreal. Oh, goodbye, Beard. The Bard ult misses. It's just 3v2 right now. Backup is here. The Ezreal is starting to hurt. There goes the Bard. Braum comes in with the ult, and Ashe gets aced, and that is going to be game 1, ladies and gentlemen.
I really thought they were going to push him off, like, on that final stand there, but they just weren't able to. I had a brief moment of hope for Bomba Bros there.
All right, so, I mean, we're just jumping right into game 2, or is that an earlier message, Austin?
Oh, looks like we're jumping into game 2 here.
All right.
Get it.
Not skipping a beat. Let's go. So, if I'm, what is it, Bomba Bros, while you can't ban out Omega, we need to maybe think about matching, because, or not matching. So, in terms of what Bomba's jungler did, and I don't remember his name, unfortunately. I apologize, but Delicious. So Delicious didn't really gank bot lane. He left them pretty much on island, but he didn't really gank top lane or mid lane either. I feel like yes, he was there for fights, but he wasn't ganking, which Trundle can gank, especially level 3. You've got your W speed up, you've got your E to knock him back, and especially if you time it, you can stop somebody's flash and get them. So I feel like, especially against Garen early, you have good setup from mid lane. With the slows, it might be hard to gank Lissandra, but you have good setup from the Olaf, where you can go in with the undertows, you get the slow, you get the pillar to knock him back, potentially go in on there, or look to maybe play towards the bot side, because Los Nomadas didn't get really that many ganks for their bot side either. So it's something where Delicious maybe has to, not necessarily, step up wouldn't be the best way to describe it, but more so, I guess, be more proactive and look for more ganks. Especially if we're going to put Eli on a semi-carry champion like Olaf, that Olaf needs to get rolling. Because Olaf, if you go even or fall behind, it pretty much, as we saw, ends up unfortunately doing nothing for the rest of the game. But such is the nature of champions like Olaf.
About to get draft underway. Team 1 is Los Amadas. Team 2 is Bombas Bros.
Ooh, swapping sides, keeping it spicy. The Renette Kekton band goes first, straight into the Karma band for Bomba Bros. Zeri's the second band for Los Nomadas. And the Riven ban again.
Yeah, there's just no way you're going to let the man get his one-trick champion. Granted, he's not a full-on one-trick, like he can only play Riven, but that's pretty much his...
Well, he can't be a one-trick if they ban it every game.
Exactly.
First
I forget, did Nomadas, they were the ones that had the Amumu, right? They're running it back with the Amumu pick? Okay.
Running it back with Bulgaria on the Amumu.
One of his comfort picks. Also, Amumu is just a really good champion. CC, engage, tankiness, and AoE and pick. Oh no, they're gonna lock in the Braum first.
Big Daddy Braum? Okay.
Okay. So interesting though that they went for the support first.
Ooh. And then Bombas is gonna take the Lissandra?
Now it's locked in, so they're like, okay. I mean, honestly, Lissandra's great, but I feel like if Aurelian is allowed to get to a massive point without just the team shattering right away, Aurelian is overall better, but he does take a lot longer to scale than Lissandra does. All right, and the Tristana pick line. It's going to be answered by the Amumu. Okay, so Los Nomadas are going with, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Same bot lane, same jungler. They're like, hey, we stomped our matchups. The change up on this side is that Delicious is actually going for a little bit more, I guess, CC from a champion. The only problem I have with that pick is it would have been great if he had picked that and Fluffy would have taken his Aurelia. Like Lissandra, especially when it comes to solo laners, needs help with that setup. The Jax ban, Jax is pretty strong now after his rework. The Gnar, so both drafts are like both teams are banning top lane heavy focus. But as we saw, I mean, my problem here is I'd rather have Pantheon than Garen. I'd rather deal with a Pantheon than Garen, or even Jax than Garen.
Looks like Bomba Bros just have respect bans for top and mid. You might think that's a Tryndamere top ban, but I assure you that's a Bopsy Tryndamere ban.
Narban, Renekton, those are the two champions that I know Eli plays a lot of. Mordban. Interesting. Okay, so we're going for
Is this a
triple
Lissandra
magic
top
damage.
angle?
Who's Bomba's support again?
Dr. Dirk.
Dirk.
I wonder if that's a Lissandra support.
Could it be? It's questionable. They have two very tanky, like they have the tanky jungle and support, so that's kind of brave for the heavy magic damage pick. Lambo says it's Lissandra's support 100%.
What's also questionable about this draft is the Sejuani has no help right now, proccing her passive on whoever they decide to engage on. The Fiora comes out.
I've never seen Sir Bopsy play Talia either, so I'm kind of excited.
Actually, I think Lambo is right. I think that's Lissandra Tristana bot lane, Victor mid, and now we just get the counter pick top lane. Yep, Aatrox. That is a massive skill matchup. I don't know like who should come out in the top lane matchup like ahead.
I feel like it would be Fiora, because she can parry all the knockups and the chain and...
Correction, she can parry one. Aatrox has 3 different knockups and the W.
Fiora's so fast, though. Like, she has high mobility, she can Q 10 million times.
No, she can only Q a whole bunch of times if she lands the Q. So if what is it? If Omega's trying to run away and misses the Q, it goes on a full, I think early on it's like 7 or 8 second cooldown. Could be a little bit longer, so he's gonna have to time his parry. And also it's gonna be on Eli and how he plays this matchup. Like if he plays this very telegraphed, for example, Q1, Q2, maybe hit or miss, and then he tries to go for Q3, then Fiora just parries, stuns him, he's in place, and by then, more than likely, he already used his E. It's going to be hard for him to get out. Now, with that being said, what are our thoughts going into the game?
I'm excited for the Lissandra support, honestly. I'm excited to see how that gets executed and how that lane's gonna go. Especially since we know Patty takes things on. He takes all the dragons on cooldown, so we know at 5 minutes he's gonna be down in the bot lane, exerting some sort of pressure for the objective.
What worries me is the Sejuani pick. Either Sejuani just lives top lane to proc the passive as much as she can, or it's gonna be like rough till 6. Trying to just keep somebody CC'd with the Sejuani passive. However, the slows from Lissandra's passive, the slows from her Q, the root. I mean, this is going to be interesting. Tristana doesn't have to worry about tank shredding because the only tank on, well, Amumu and Braum, but Tristana could also go after the 3 squishy members on Los Nomadas. I'm just going to continue eating this roast that the wife made.
Ooh, tasty. Tasty, tasty.
How are our viewers doing out there tonight? Any takes
They're
on
viewing.
game 1, game 2?
I can't see the chat, so somebody has to fill me in. Whoever's watching the Twitch.
Everybody leaving me hanging. It's all good.
They're like, we don't want to talk to you.
BS, man. He's got Pyro's got the Rona, and y'all aren't showing him the love he needs. Come on. My man is feeling horrible, and yet he's here trying to give you guys content.
Yep, we're trying. Trying to stream as many games as we can this season. We're going to get better with each broadcast.
I see Janelle's message earlier where he sends it, where he said it also extends CC duration on the target.
The
Talking
anathema
He was
chains.
asking.
Yeah, asking about the anathema chains on Bard.
I mean, I could be wrong, and I'm not afraid to admit maybe it was the better item for, but at the same time, I feel like maybe at a later point in the game, because anathemas doesn't really provide you much. In terms of affecting like team fights. Okay, so we're reading here. What is Val? Val is unit targeted effect. That's the curse. So, what did that say again, Pyro, that you were looking up? So, CCing somebody or being CC'd stops Val?
I think Janelle was saying he thought it extended CC duration on the target. So not only do you
Like
take
Bard's
reduced,
done.
yeah, not only do you take reduced damage, but it does more CC, but I'm not actually seeing and reading that.
I see like it
in the wiki.
reduces tenacity, but yeah, I don't see anything about extending like caster CC.
That
Okay, your nemesis has 20% reduced tenacity while they're within 700 units of you.
right, so it's the one person, but we couldn't see also who he put it on. My assumption was that he put it on the Garen, but he was hardly ever around the Garen. You know what I mean? Either way, that's game one. We're on to game two, on to the Rift Hextech Tristana. That is traditional Sejuani, I want to say. Victor, same Ezreal skin, same Amumu, same Braum, but we got Pool Party Talia, and we got, what is that, French Musketeer Fiora?
Yes. I think
Is
it's
that
called
what we're going to stick
Royal
by? Okay. I think I like French Musketeer Fiora better. What's interesting to me is how Los Nomadas are setting up in one bush. They're not looking to invade. So, they didn't get punished for it this game. Oh, I speak too soon.
They're here for revenge.
What I was going to say that they didn't get punished for in terms of vision. Oh. Fluffy is 10 gold richer? Question mark?
GG, Fluffy has the gold lead. He's gonna win. He's the carry.
11 gold
11
richer.
gold.
So what I was going to say is that with them not 5-pointing... Oh, the miss. The second miss. Okay. Well, I shouldn't say miss. He did land the ability, just not the... What is it called? The sweet spot? Or
The vital.
no, the vital is Fiora. The Aatrox, I think it's called the sweet spot.
I'm not sure. I don't play Aatrox.
All right, Fluffy's just using his first strike bonus to get some more gold.
He says free money.
And Fiora is doing Fiora thing. So I don't think Eli knows this, but if you walk away from Fiora...
It resets the vital, doesn't it?
Yes.
Ooh.
Early Ignite comes out. He gets the proc with the W. So, with the Ignite being down... Honestly, Eli is better off recalling right now, maybe getting a pot, and TPing back into the lane, because Fiora is about to hit level... Or Fiora just hit level 3. Eli is only level 2. Fiora can kill him with one wrong move, and especially because he is so low on HP. Like, as early as that Ignite was, it was a smart Ignite because Eli was trying to chug his pot at the same time, so it cut all of his healing in half. Right now, Dirk is just eating the Ezreal Q poke, but manages to dodge that Braum Q.
I like that Lissandra skin.
That's a chroma for Coven.
Oh, it's very pretty. I like it.
See, for me, if we're gonna talk about skins, this is what I'm talking about. So Fiora goes in, gets the parry. Parry is down. Nope, there is the parry now. Now he just has to walk around. He's just gonna back off, I guess. There's way too many minions, so if Eli stays in his minion waves, he wins those trades like what just happened. Low and steady. But yeah, so back to the point we were talking about. So whenever the vital is to the front like that, you should always make it a habit of walk away from Fiora, reset the vital, because it will reset on the opposite side. So you see you see how the Vital was in front of him, now it's behind him?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing for either side. That's how everybody plays into the Fiora matchups. Just walk away, reset it, and come back, because then Fiora has to work harder to get those Vital proc. And so it doesn't heal as much, doesn't do as much damage. I don't know if Dirk, if he had walked up to the Amumu and Amumu had just thrown the bandage toss, he wouldn't have been able to E again. So that was a bit risky. He doesn't get punished for it. But like we said, Bulgaria on spawn, right at the dragon.
Every time. Every time. It never fails. Oh, no.
Oh,
Harry? Nope.
Aatrox is full health. He needs to... Yes, Fiora is 6, but he needs to push his lead right now. The level advantage is where he wins this. But I think he's just... He does... he's playing in terms of he doesn't want to mess this up and throw away his level lead, but at the same time, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And first blood goes to Fluffy. Fluffy is now a little bit in trouble because he did flash. He needs to just stay on Bulgaria. Bulgaria has to flash out. Tristana jumps in? Your support
Ambitious?
isn't... Yeah, I was about to say... Oh
Wait, I don't know
no!
about that
Flashed in with no mana.
Oh.
Goes down, and Fluffy's about to go down to Bopsy. Never mind, Bopsy isn't going to be able to kill him. But... I guess Dirk thought he had enough mana to flash in and W, but... used an ability beforehand? Question mark?
We didn't see that. We saw nothing.
No, we saw it all. It was caught in 4K.
It was caught in 4K. Don't do the man dirty like that.
Interesting. No parry yet. Goes in, gets the stun. Ignite, is it going to be enough? The last auto comes in. The flash comes out for the flash from Delicious for Reaper's flash. Ult comes out, though, for both champions, so... Game is slowed down so far.
Harold just spawned. Let's see how long it takes for Patty to get to there. Incoming Sejuani. Just kidding. She's backing. It was a prank, bro. Just a prank.
Excuse me while I'm eating while the game has slowed down a little bit.
There was
Everything is taking... Ezreal goes wide, so... Braum jumps in... They're not going to punish that right now, but Braum needs to be careful with the W, because if they had just engaged on him, he has no way of getting out or giving the armor over to the Ezreal. So far, it's just slowed down. They're managing to hold... They can hold the wave here and force Bomba to be extended, but the problem is Amumu's on the other side of the map. So yeah, which is a smart thing, don't get me wrong, because they can't be ganked. Amumu isn't able to gank them right now because he's not there, but They're setting up the.
Victor's looking though. He's definitely taking a peek.
Tristana jumps away.
Ooh.
Ooh, the parry misses. On another side note, one of the things I learned about Aatrox is that if you're not going to be able, you actually get your Q up faster if you don't use your third Q. If you're not going to be able to hit it, just don't use it.
I didn't realize there was no game sound on the stream.
All right, we're going in. Fiora goes in, chases down, has to flash out. Ignite comes out. Both of them are super low right now. Fluffy's in trouble. Gets Amumu ulted. Gets knocked back. Tristana jumps in. This is bad, but they get the Lissandra passive. Looks like they're going to be able to turn this around. Bulgaria's going to go down next. They just traded 3 for 1.
Oof, and that's the dragon on the side of red for Bomba Bros.
Oh no, Bulgaria's dragons. Critter, can you still hear us at least? You just can't hear the game audio?
Yeah, that's correct. I confirmed it.
I will be right back.
Hollywood with a good dodge there. Looks like he's going to get out of this. Really not seeing enough delicious topside with this only other partner for the Sejuani passive.
Oh my. The ambitious bandage toss.
Get a lot of damage on this tower.
Some spicy plates, very tasty. Talia's coming in. Oh.
Full team gank. Not able to
Oh,
seal
man.
it off. Still able to get the kill.
Oh, Bopsy barely lives.
Dirk is rotating, but I'm not sure what they're going to be able to do up here.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought he was gonna do. I'm like, where's the ult? You flash in, but where's the Ooh, that was actually a good flash by Dirk. Denied the vital. Oh no. Good night, Reaper.
Good collapse by red side to get something out of this. Still only one plate left.
I am back. We have a cat. So, much better game from Bomba so far. Looking to get the catch on the Tristana. Ray wasn't. I don't think you want to go back in there, Evbot. Evbot is dead, but now so is Eli. Eli's trying to run away, gets knocked back in, and caster curse onto Bomba. I was just saying they were doing much better this game.
He just had to jinx him.
Somebody has to cast their curse at some point. Cut in and out, but for the most part, yes, that's just them not talking. Could be, but I feel like there were times he was talking. All right, I got this. All right, can you hear me better now, Critter? Is this much better for you, sir? Am I still cutting in and out for you?
I didn't hear you cutting in and out, but
No, I know. I'm just trolling back. Trolling.
trolling Critter, get him!
I'm just joshing. All right, so game slowed down a little bit. Game state is actually equal in gold. Last time around the 15-minute mark, I think blue team was up. Oh, there comes the parry. Gets the vital. Pops up the ult. The ignite comes out. The vital. If he can hit the corner of that vital, but I mean he's still gotten the health advantage over right now. And here comes the Talia. They're still gonna go for this, even though it's very risky. And they get the kill on Eli. Are they gonna go down to the turret though? Barely. We just see Bopsy get out of there.
That's the second time Bopsy has lived by the skin of his teeth.
And, well, now Reaper's doing what he does best, being a menace, taking top turrets, and giving his team a gold swing. They're going to go in on the Braum. Sejuani's going to look to stun the Braum. On the other side of the map, Talia barely
Three
lives.
times. This is the third time.
And I think Fluffy's going to go down for this.
Patty can
No,
catch him.
wait,
Nope.
why
Probably
did Patty
didn't have bandage toss?
Right, but I guess he saw the team moving probably on a ward or something, but he could have just stuck on him until bandage toss came back out. That Ezreal ult is gonna go, barely misses the Victor. On the other side of things, Reaper is looking to try and take this tower. Bulgaria is going to go down before the dragon, maybe? Q comes out. He manages to get the stun. Okay. Fluffy goes down to Bopsy. They're still looking to go in. Delicious flashes awake. Delicious goes down, so both junglers are down. This is anybody's Drake. Fiora comes in, half health. Perry goes out.
Ooh.
Eli needs to. Oh, he misses. Okay.
Ooh.
Fiora's gonna kill the Tristana, and now she's gonna start to heal. Eli is still looking for a reset, but they can't get a single
Bopsy
person.
lives again, bro.
Slivers of HP across the team. An ace for the Amumu. This is just getting rough. Now the gold swing is up to 4K. 3 dragons up. Baron should be coming up. Baron's up in 2 minutes, so it's a reset and spend their gold. They're across the board except for jungle and support. There's shutdown bounties on the carries. Right now we've slowed down. A little bit of an ad break. This is a friendly reminder. If you have not used your Prime subscription or a subscription for Valhalla for the next 30 days, you could avoid these ad breaks. You'd also earn from the staff team 30 days of love. With that being said, now we're back to the game. Things slowed down a little bit. 3.8k gold or 3.4k gold. Ezreal manages to steal the red buff away from Delicious.
Got him. He went yoink.
As a jungler, that is one of the most infuriating things, because you're like, I don't want to waste my smite, but then random ability comes out from an enemy laner and you're like, I should have smited.
He said, thanks for the leash.
He said, yoink. That's mine now. Okay, Fluffy, I see your damage. Does a chunk, but
Yep, Baron on cooldown.
Baron on spawn. This
on
isn't always
spawn.
the smartest, because teams are ready. Fluffy has teleport. Fluffy is looking to TP. Fiora doesn't have TP. They're going to have the numbers advantage. Right now, they're getting knocked around. The interrupt on the Tristana jump, but the Frozen Thrall comes out. They are looking to clean this team fight up. Red team is going in. Tristana's getting the resets, gets a triple kill.
Triple kill.
And now they're gonna focus their sights on the Baron. Aatrox is gonna respond to the Fiora. I got my cat staring at me like, what the fuck just happened? Why'd you get so excited?
Meow. Meow meow. Where's the kitty I live with? Leah. Oh, she's looking at the window.
First Q misses, second Q misses, third Q gets the knockup. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Just stay against the wall. He needs to stay against the wall to prevent the vitals. Gets the shutdown, and thank God Eli did stay against the wall. So that's gonna propel Eli's gold now. I mean, he was a little bit behind to the Fiora, but they got the Baron. That's a big gold swing. Gold's all tied up across the team. That shutdown definitely helped. It's actually a 200 gold lead. Actually, it's going up to 600 now. 600 gold lead for red team. Right. But now back down to 200. Okay, gold is just up and down this roller coaster. They could catch out Delicious here, but they're just going to settle for the crab dinner, crab rangoons. They're going to say, thank you, Sejuani. Take that any day of the week.
We love some scuttle action.
What's wrong, Toby? So, 150 gold shutdown. Bopsy's looking to go in. I don't know if you want to do that, sir. Bopsy gets blown up instantly. Flash out by Fluffy. The Sejuani ult comes in. They're looking to engage. Half health on the Braum. Tristana jumps in. Amumu ult comes out. Fiora is on Fluffy. Fluffy has nobody peeling for him. Fiora gets the shutdown on Fluffy, but Fiora is now low HP. Fiora's about to go down. Goes down. Frozen Thrall. It is going to come out. Who is going to win this? It is now Battle of the Supports. Lissandra's left alive. She's going to get cleaned up. It's a triple kill for the Ezreal. Ace goes over to the side of blue side. Baron's gone. 1.6k gold? Math is hard.
Yep.
But a gold swing nonetheless over to blue side. And they get the dragon. So they're on soul point now of Infernal Drake. With a team that has 3 carries, the Ezreal Junie is just killing it right now. 7-1-5, 300 gold shutdown. The problem right there is nobody unfortunately peeled the Fiora off of Fluffy. I feel like if Fluffy had stayed alive in that fight, and they would have maybe won that fight, but also Evbot just has to stop jumping in. Evbot is pulling a tactical here, jumping in, getting Amumu ulted, getting Braum ulted, and immediately just going down. Are they going to get a catch on Bopsy here? Ult comes out. Tristana gets the kill. That is massive for Tristana right now. 6-3-2 for Evbot.
Not the Bopsy.
Fluffy is actually winning this. Oh my god. That is a lot of damage coming out from the Fiora to the Fiora. But Fiora's got the Ravenous Hydra. She's going to lifesteal back up. And Fluffy had to expend his ult for that. So did Fiora, though. So net overall, get the top lane turret, tier 1 now. So Fiora's half health right now and is going to slowly start to heal up. But at least that's what I mean by, back to that team fight comment, Fluffy does damage. Keep Fluffy alive right now. That's the goal, is protect Mr. President. So many wards inside Bulgaria's jungle. He's like, which one do I go for?
Got merit.
They're looking for a catch again on Bopsy. He is just going down, just overextending again in a lot of these scenarios. I mean, I guess you can't say overextended in the jungle, but right there, sir, you are far past your turret trying to collect that wave, and now Tristana's just gonna melt through this turret. Tristana's 3 items in. Ezreal is still trying to... Ezreal's building that QSS now, it seems, for the Lissandra ultimate. So, eyes on both ADCs. They're both past the 200 CS mark, both of them with 7 kills, and Tristana's at 3 items. However, I will say Tristana maybe needs... They aren't building armor right now, except for Braum, and Amumu has the 1 item, but I feel like they would be... Tristana would benefit from armor shred right now, like a Lord Dom's, at least the... what is the component of it? I forget. Whisper. Yes, thank you. The Last Whisper component, because if you're shredding their base armor, you're basically doing true damage to them. Gonna have a 3-on-3 fight here. Bandage Toss goes wide. They're gonna clear the ward. Fluffy, stick to your wall. Oh, he is dead. I think Fluffy's dead. He's gonna burn to the ignite. Fiora gets the heal. Fiora's gonna go 2v1 right now. She's gonna big dick cricket, run him down under the tower, gets the vital, gets the 2nd kill, and right now they're trying to do the Baron. Trying to chase after the slow health Fiora. Fiora manages to get out.
What an escape.
The great escape. The great week 1 escape.
Just looking across the board, I mean, itemization wise, it was a bit of a rough one. So Fluffy doesn't even have a Seeker's arm guard. I feel if you see the Fiora, you see how big she is. Granted, she does true damage when she hits the vitals, but at least a little bit of armor makes it so that you don't just get shredded like Swiss cheese.
Who shreds Swiss cheese? What?
Yeah, there's different kinds of shredded cheeses. Shredded Parmesan, shredded Monterey,
But
shredded
Swiss?
Colby.
Who shreds Swiss?
You'd be surprised. I bet you there's somebody out there.
What kind of psychopath?
The parry comes out. Not enough. Fiora's got a QSS and pops it. Gets the kill. Omega's just reached critical mass at this point. He's trying to take the tower. He's going to take the tower. He's got backup right now. They're down a member. I don't know if you want to go under tower, though, with a Sejuani. Oh, my God. The damage is coming out right now. Blue team has Baron. Oh, a Amumu. Good job on Evbot for that W to get out of the Amumu flash ult. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, this might be the game. Maybe they're going to back off. Looked like they were going to push at first, but they're backing off. Never mind. Still in this game. it's becoming rough for Bomba again. They just like game one, like Beard had said, they started off strong, but the problem is they're letting Los Nomadas run away with the game. I mean, I just realized they took Soul Drake, so they have Infernal Soul right now. So Fiora with Hull Breaker, 3 items in with a QSS, it is hard to stop this Fiora. 500 gold bounty. So 800 total kill gold right now, sitting on the Fiora, and 600 on the Ezreal. Oh no. Bopsy's gonna get caught right before Baron spawning
Ooh, that
anytime
was a
soon.
lot of
He's
damage
got
on
3 minutes. Oh, they're cut. Here comes Fiora. Here comes everybody. Amumu's dead. Still chasing after the Talia.
Ooh, good knockback by Bopsy.
Fiora is bot lane just split pushing. We know that Victor can't stop the Fiora by himself. They get a lot of the damage. Oh, Sejuani goes down. Tristana gets knocked in. There jumps in again, gets CC'd and dies. And now they're trying to stop Reaper. Reaper uses his ult. Look at that Q damage. They're gonna get a kill on the Aatrox too. It is just, oh my god, he almost kills. Fiora's just not okay. This is going to be the end of the game. They're looking to push in. It's only the support and the mid laner left, and the mid laner's almost dead already. Turrets go down, support goes down, Fluffy's dead, and Tristana jumps in again, has a Zanya's, but not enough. Game 2 goes over to Los Nomadas, taking the series 2-0. Very well played by Los Nomadas. Almost 38k damage off of that Fiora. Next highest was Junie, 32,000. Everybody else is in the 20s or below. Very well played by Bulgaria, controlling the objectives, just being at the right place at the right time. I mean, it's just, it's a bit difficult for me to justify the Sejuani pick when there weren't many agents trying, to help proc the passive, because that's where Sejuani is the most strongest. Not to take anything away from Bomba, they put up one hell of a fight both games. Just unfortunately, Reaper with the split push was able to run over the game, and they lost out on the objectives battle. Anybody else have anything to say?
I mean, both teams played it pretty well. There were a couple times where I thought Bomba was going to make a comeback, like just at the end, super close.
100% agree with you on that one. Just unfortunate that Eli showed signs of coming to life both games, but fortunately wasn't able to match up against the Fiora and against the Garen. Overall, both teams played their heart out, so can't really say much. I mean, like with any sport, one team has to win, one team has to lose.
Definitely a banger of a first series, though. We loved that.
Next series, I want to see more fights. I love when games are more bloodbath.
So that was the first series this week. We have 5 more matches to go. Hope to have another stream coming up Sunday, and then we'll get to the the replays next week. Look for the Seer podcast. Hopefully that's coming out on Friday, tomorrow. Anything else, Casters?
Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.